You are welcome to Fliptv newspaper front page review. My name is Elizabeth Patti. Let's dive in. The blueprint. FG unveils $3.14 billion FAO agri investment scheme to boost food security. FIRS mourns losses for staff to Lagos fire incident. NACON dares 2025 reform to state, urges early 2026 Hajj registration. INEC chair canvasses greater women inclusion in politics. World Athletics Championship. Nathaniel zooms into 400-meter final after 38-year wait. After reverse emergency regime, let peace drive your action, Tinubu tells Fubara and lawmakers. Two beheaded in renewed Cross Rivers communal clashes. Non-oil exports raised to 18.4 trillion naira Q1 2025. NACO releases 2025 results. 60.26% makes 5 credits in English and maths. Groundbreaking $200 billion high-speed rail project debuts 2026 in Uko. And that's all for the blueprints. The nations. Fubara Amawoli, others lawmaker back in office. Edun, we've given 330 billion naira to 8.1 million vulnerable household. 3.14 billion agri investment to boost food security drive. Adeleke rejects call to join Aragbeshala in ADC. 10 dead in Lagos Afriland Tower fire. Supreme Court strike out Ajayi's case against Ayedatiwa. APC, not part of early campaign, says chairman on page 7. Trump's UK visits attract pop and protest. And that's all for the nations. The Daily Times. Questions on negligence raised as fire exposes UBA's fatal security gaps. Insecurity, 420 Plateau communities attacked in 24 years, report on page 10. 84.26% students score above 5 credit as NECO releases 2025 SSC result on page 2. Nigeria, one of the biggest beneficiaries of Brexit. UK envoys on page 2 also. Issues as democratic governance returns to Rivers State today. 24.6 trillion naira pension. 3.3 trillion naira insurance assets demand tougher safeguards, says stakeholder on page 2. KMO says over 95% Nigerians fly foreign airlines in absence of national carrier. And that's all for the Daily Times. Moving on to the Guardian. Doubts, uncertainty in Rivers, power tussle as Fubara returns on page 6. Dapman, Dangote bicker over diversion allegations, 1.5 trillion naira subsidy demands. Ondo poll, Supreme Court dismisses appeal against Ayedatiwa's victory. World Patient Safety Day, LASG bemoans wastage in healthcare delivery. FG says 330 billion naira disbursed in cash transfer to poor households. Over 60% of candidates passed 2025 SSE with 5 credits above. Traders count losses as UBA FIRS mourns staff lost in Lagos fire. Anambra Gomber, play by rules. Ohainze tells Soludo Ukachukwu Ekwenife. NECA urges strategic monetary policy, cashing as IMPI project, 17% inflation. And that's all for The Guardian. The Daily Times. Tinubu suspends emergency rule in Rivers. Fubara Amonle resumes today. Reforms in oil sector delivered $18 billion FDPs in 2025, says NUPRC. Infidelity allegations. Soludo rejects Ekwenife's apology. 4 FIRS staff killed in fire outbreak at Afriland Tower. engage in constructive dialogue with Dangote, Budomi tells NUPNG orders. And that's all for the Daily Times. The Daily Sun. Fubara deputy lawmakers return as emergency rule ends. Nigeria UK 16 trillion naira current trade value highest ever, High Commissioner says on page 27. Enugu seals 100 billion naira pact to revitalize Songhai Heneke Farm. Drug trafficking, Saudi Arabia fears 3 Nigerian pilgrims. FIRS heads holdings mourn staff lost in Lagos fire. And that's all for the Daily Sun. The Daily Trust. Fubara returns hobbled. Many IPOB terrorists killed in Imo, police says. Abducted Castina couple freed after 50 million naira ransom. Our 4 FIRS senior staff. Others died in Lagos fire. ShopRite stores shots in Ibadan, Ilorin, shells empty in Lagos and Abuja. Saudi Arabia frees 3 Nigerian detained over alleged drug trafficking. NECO 2025 results 60.26% gets 5 credits. Kano leads. And that's all for the Daily Trust. The Tribune. Rivers emergency rule. Tinubu returns Fubara after 6 months suspension, says over 40 cases were instituted against the proclamation. Mixed reactions in Rivers State. Gunmen on motorbikes storm baptism ceremony in Niger Republic, killed 22. I am not joining ADC, Adeleke says on page 14. Afriland Tower fire. FIRS mourns death of 4 staffers as Elimelu pays tribute to fallen UBA staffer. Saudi authorities free 3 Nigerian plagiarism against arrested for drug trafficking. Ondo candidate Agbola withdraws Supreme Court appeal against Aiyedatiwa. And that's all for the Tribune. The Punch. Emergency rule winner loses Tinubu reinstates Fubara. FG states local government shared 2.2 trillion naira August revenue, FAAC says. Cash transfer, FG pays 330 billion to 8.1 million household. UK-Nigeria bilateral trade hits 16 trillion naira, British economy says. FG returned history to basic school curriculum. 1,000 protests in London over Trump UK visit. 7 victims confirmed killed in Lagos building fire. FG votes 300 billion naira to power teaching hospitals, universities. And that's all for the bunch. This Nigeria. Fubara back cotton closes on emergency rule. FG disburses 330 billion naira cash transfer to poor Nigerians. Edu, Minister of Finance says. Lagos Inferno. FIRS mourns loss of 4 directors, managers, heads holding also. NECO 2025 SSC results released. 38 schools involved in exams malpractice. Anambra Gober. Onyanze cautions candidates, calls for issue-based campaigns. And that's all for the newspaper front page review on Fliptv. Thanks for stopping by.